me to call my sister. Let me to call my family. Nobody called. My daddy is dead, sir. I don't believe them. I can't take 5 minutes ago. I want to go home. Please, let me go home, sir. I can't. Mommy. Please. Please. I just told your neighbors to go cover me and get to me. Sir.
What's her relation to you?
No, please she's my sister's daughter. Please let me tell her that they should buy my ticket so that I can go home. I want to go and see my daddy before he gets buried. Please.
Can you sit down?
No, I don't want to sit down, please. I don't want to sit
pregnant.
She's pregnant. I don't want to sit. I don't want to sit.
Take a seat.
I don't want to.
Breaking news, everyone. And I say this with a heavy heart, because I genuinely wish I wasn't the one bringing you this. Just moments ago, Kira Taiwo went live on Instagram, and through tears, she said the words no daughter should ever have to say. Her father is gone. The man millions of us grew up watching. The man who made us laugh, cry, and believe in the magic of Yoruba cinema has passed away in the hospital. If you've seen the video, you already know how hard it is to watch. Kira's voice breaks. The people around her are trying to hold her together, trying to find words that don't exist for a moment like this. There is no comfort big enough for losing a father. Taiwo Hassan, known to all of us as Ogogo, was born on October 31, 1959, in Ilaro, Ogun State, and even his birth carried a kind of quiet wonder. He came from a family stitched together by twins. His father was a twin, his grandfather was a twin, and Ogogo himself was born a twin. He started out at Christ Church School in Ilaro, dreaming like any other boy. Life had other plans first. Money ran out before he could finish secondary school, and for 13 years, he worked as an auto mechanic with the Water Corporation, hands in engines instead of on a stage. But something in him never stopped reaching for more. In 1981, he stepped into acting. And what began as a quiet hope became a legacy. Over 4 decades, hundreds of films, and a face that became part of the soul of Nollywood. Behind that legacy, though, was a fight almost none of us could see. His daughter Kira had already told us. Her father was battling stage 4 cancer. The family had pleaded, not for money, but for anyone who could help, for a specialist, for a chance. And when rumors of his death spread before, the family pushed back hard, insisting he was still fighting. The industry rallied. Prayers poured in from every corner of Yoruba cinema. But today, the fight ended. Kira is shattered. Those beside her are doing what they can, but there are moments where nothing, no words, no embraces, is enough. After everything he survived, after everything he gave us for more than 40 years, this is a loss that will sit heavy on Nollywood for a long time. May his family find strength they didn't know they had. And as we honor him, here's a throwback. Ogogo himself once speaking on the importance of catching cancer early. A reminder, painfully timed, of how fast everything can change. Rest well, Ogogo. Rest well.
The video of the daughter of one of our Nollywood legends, Taiwo Hassan Ogogo, revealed that her father had stage 4 cancer, and honestly, that's such a sad news. And stage 4 cancer, honestly, is the real ghetto. What that means is that the cancer has left its original place and has spread to other organs of the body, spread to the maybe liver, to the lungs, or the spine, or the brain, and that's such a sad thing, honestly. And that's why some of us were really vocal about it when somebody like Blessing CEO was trying to defraud people with our own cancer diagnosis. Cancer is a really serious one, and at that stage, there's really no cure. It's just palliative treatments to keep the person comfortable and to prolong their life for maybe a few months or a few years. I know the family are going through a lot, a very difficult moment now, but I just like to point out a few things from the video. The first thing I'd like to point out is the daughter said something like the hospitals are refusing to treat him. They don't want to give him a chance. And I hear that a lot from Nigerians. The reason why they usually refuse those patients is not because they are wicked or they want them to die. It's simply because they don't have the capacity to handle such cases. And the best thing to do as a healthcare facility, if you don't have the capacity to manage a particular problem, is to refer them to the appropriate place where they can get help, rather than wasting the person's money, wasting the person's time. The other thing I'd like to point out is that from that video, I know the family are very desperate for help now, but I want them to also be very careful of scammers. From that video she made, anybody just help, anybody, a lot of people will be in her DMs trying to profit from their problems. Many of them will be scammers, many of them will be fraudsters. They would come with all sorts of help. I have this agbo, I have this spiritual help, I have this drug, I have that. Many of them will be scammers. It's always better to stick to the cancer specialists, which are called the oncologists. If you speak to one of them and you don't like what they're saying, get a second opinion, get a third opinion before you start looking for help in spiritual homes. I mean, I'm not saying that miracles don't work, but once a church or a mosque start asking you for money, or a traditional home start asking you for money to do this, to buy that, to buy this, you just know that they want to profit from your problem. I said earlier that there's no medical cure for cancer at this, especially at this stage. But, and I don't believe any herb will cure cancer as well. So just be very careful who you give money to, because there'll be a lot of fraudsters and scammers willing to profit from this situation. We also need to put pressure on the government that we need better healthcare system. Cancer, the best way to defeat cancer is early diagnosis and treatment. And that's why a lot of advanced countries have what they call routine screenings for the common cancers, breast, cervical. You can even do some screening for prostate cancer, okay, bowel cancer, the common things. They have routine screening so that when you have gone past a certain age, they just call you every year to screen for those things. And once they detect it early, it may still be at a stage where it can be cured. And we should have something like that in Nigeria. It's not just to be stealing money. And as we continue to wait on government, I need to also mention to Nigerians generally, you need to take care of yourself. Sometimes cancer would give you early warning signs. We just ignore them. Especially if you're 40, 45 and above, don't trivialize symptoms, those symptoms you get. Somebody that has never had ulcer before will just start having ulcer at age 40, age 45. It may not be ulcer, especially if you've treated yourself for ulcer once, twice, it's still not going. It may not actually be ulcer. Get a second opinion, speak to a doctor, go to a teaching hospital. Or you have one bad weight loss that you can't explain. You've been eating and you're losing weight, or there's blood in your urine, there's blood in your stool. It may not be jedi. Please speak to a doctor, get a second opinion, especially if you're 40, 45 and above. I want to wish the family of Alhaji Taiwo Hassan all the grace and strength to overcome these trying and difficult moments.